10 team, target on their back, going Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Badgers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cross. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, no gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era, but certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title, and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great
intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. The 20.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had two last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the left. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing Joseph. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again.
Caught. Just plowing ahead. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. With the run on first and goal. Stopped in his tracks and now have to try it again.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Joseph. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Cross. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
It left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen in the last couple weeks.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Saying back to the air. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Badgers have moved it inside the 20. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Good right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Powers through the defender. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really hot.
I do. Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And the Badgers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick
on the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Catch in the middle, it's Jackson.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
This is the team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field. And look what they're doing early in this game.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Joseph. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make... That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes. The 40. At the 30. The 20. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam lost.
Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab in the end zone.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of...
9. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, you know, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, middle of the season. You can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
The Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
They'll go play action with Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Really good-looking run right there. He reminds me of one of the greatest Wisconsin players of all time, Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, who was a teammate of mine with the New York.
Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that one.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Say it. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Listen to this place. Oh man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Finds some time. Oh, he's got some space. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Working the big fella to the corner. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner out there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all
makes the grab in their space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Gain of 23 on the play. And that's a first down for the offense.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sayin back to the air. On the run, fires downfield. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Joseph. Here's the pressure. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the secondary.
Oh, they're after him. At the 35, he's open. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Throwing Joseph. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Turning it on. Touchdown, Badger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, all the different time management situations this head coach was using in the first half has led to this moment specifically right here. This is exactly what he wanted to have happen. He wanted to score a touchdown at the end of the first half, take a lead, knowing he's got the ball first in the second half. If they score a touchdown then, all of a sudden this thing starts blowing wide open for them, and all the momentum is on their side.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's Sayin to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Goes high to pull it in. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Louisville taking on the number 14 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's Louisville with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Joseph fires to the middle, and his throw is incomplete.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up for the completion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Brooks. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hideout.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Play fake, say it. Here comes the heat. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and you're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. 4th down, say it. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back open in the middle. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! And that one will give him the lead. His 3rd touchdown of this game, and his 3rd on the season. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names
touching the ground. You're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rush is on him. Quarterback's got the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing Joseph. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Oh, he makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Again, it's Joseph. Pocket breaking down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Wow, did you see that hit by the linebacker? I mean, he came up with authority and bad intentions, forcing the tackle for loss. Man.
Joseph. Here's a heat. Got the back over the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Badgers come to the line trying to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And that score now has an upset brewing in the top 10. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for space. It's Jackson.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Sayin on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Tackled on the play at the 39-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Throwing, say it. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's
going for a big play downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Again, it's Sayin. Out of the backfield, he's open. There's some room. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Sayin. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Buckeyes with an answer. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. That's caught. It's Kearney. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments.
Done it all week. Get your feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Joseph to throw for it on 4th. It's caught downfield. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Setting up the screen. breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The offense changing the play. Joseph bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
What a nice play by the defense. Not only get pressure, get the sack. Why is that big? The clock continues to run now. The offense is going to be in scramble mode. They're down, and they're fighting the clock.
They go play action with Joseph. Looking to scramble. Going right and going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And what a big third down stop for this defense. And now it's decision time for the offense. Actually, no, it's not. Like, what are we doing? The field goal doesn't do much here. Huge fourth down coming for this offense. Got to find that best play. Got to get in the end zone.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. Saying back to the air. And down he goes. A sack on fourth down, and the defense gets the football back.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together? Maybe go tie this game. Maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Got the first down himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down 1 score. Time winding down. What is better than this? They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw and not much time to work with. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
And I'm so interested to see how this...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Motion from the back. 4th down, Joseph. Here's the pressure. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Got room on the return. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.